Hey, what's up everybody? Doing another replay analysis video for y'all. We've got PoeticKadence, who's champ 1 in a 3v3 queue for you guys today. Going to be breaking down what he's doing right, what he's doing wrong, things he can improve upon, and give some suggestions for him as well at the end of the video. Also, if you guys aren't aware, we do this every Wednesday on my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Lawler. We're probably doing this live right now as this video has dropped mid-afternoon. So if you guys, after done with this, want a little bit more, feel free to come over to the stream, twitch.tv/Lawler. We'll be doing this live all day. But with that said, let's check out what Kadence has brought to the table and what he can do better. Already his camera's super far zoomed out. The only issue I have with being super far out like this is, yes, you get more information, but it does make it very difficult to actually read the ball. A lot of people, especially in like ones and stuff, have their cameras moved in a little bit closer. I know Bluey used to play with a really close camera setting. And part of the reason why is because when you make those small, minute touches, especially air dribbles and stuff, it just makes it easier. So if you're having an issue with control, and we'll see if that's an issue, if this player has difficulties with controlling the ball, that zooming in may actually benefit him. So we'll see how it goes. Either way, rotates back post, team makes a touch. Only difficulty with this touch is you want to make sure it's playing downfield. So it's good that you want to get up to the ball first. You want to make sure that you're beating everybody, but you need to pay attention that these guys just went and are rotating out. So the only threat you have is this guy. You could continue to stay back post and see if he takes a shot, because no matter what, the way this ball is going to be angled, it's going to hit really soft. Unless somehow this guy wraps around and goes for a double touch, then you have to worry. But especially in Champ 1, that's not an issue. You could probably let this ball settle a little bit, just based on the teams that you're playing. But the biggest issue is when you hit this ball, it hits this way and goes back out. You want to make sure you hit it and try to play it out as much as possible. Don't be afraid to rotate wide here as well. As you're watching this develop, you've got a teammate here and a teammate here. So he's going to hit this ball over this way. He's going to rotate in. If you want to take this wide, you can actually get this boost as well. Boost is going to determine everything you do. So don't be afraid to rotate wide, grab the boost. Because that is up. It's just the replay's bugged. He's pulling the ball away from you, so it should buy you some time. Because now you have 0 boost, which is what I'm worried about. Be careful with jumping here. So as soon as you jump, you're removing all capabilities and options that you have on the ground based upon the way the ball develops and everything else. And it's not like you're jumping into the ball to put power on it or redirect it anywhere. You're just jumping here, and the ball's going to bounce off you and kill flat if it hits you, which makes it really easy for this guy to come in and take a shot. So you either need to, as this ball comes across, jump into it so it plays around corner. You'll get both these guys out of position, which is what you want, and it'll probably play around them. If you hit it correctly, so if you have momentum going this way and you dodge into it, the ball's going to hit this way and your car is going to rotate and go that way as well. So you'll be able to follow your own touch and clear it out, which is good. The other option, if you're uncomfortable, is you can let this ball hit and play off, but I wouldn't do that. I would just make sure you play corner and out. Like, even that subtle touch is enough to make them miss, so. No need to commit so hard. And you waste boost. So your teammate's dribbling downfield. He's using boost. I don't know who he's trying to juke right now. There's literally no one but this guy in net. Like, this is a one-on-one and he should have a goal. So all you want to do is support him. As he's coming down, if this guy challenges, you want to be in a position to support that. So as that's happening and he's moving downfield, you're wasting boost to catch up, even though there's really no point. You still have to wait for the play to develop as is. Feel free to conserve your boost, and if you want to move upfield faster, especially with your teammate who's having control, just forward dodge. There's no point in wasting your boost. I mean, really? There's really no point. So make sure you conserve your boost. Just dodge forward, and make sure if you are going to use your boost, go over the boost pads. You know, flipping the wrong way. Part of the reason why you miss this is because you're aggressing so much. Like, you're already in a position to read that pass, which is good, but most players will be able to take this and read that this is coming off and hit it and play it across. Now you've got 2 guys commit to the same spot, and he gets a free clear. So be a little bit more cautious on your approach. It's going to make it easier for you to read the ball. Because right now your hits, like you're already in the air before that bounce is starting to bounce out. And then because you're too high, rather than jumping into it, you jump to the left. Rotate back post. Good. Yeah, you're so eager, man. So aggressive. I love the decisiveness, but you need to let the play develop still. So he hits that ball out. The thing you need to understand is you're cutting this rotation here. The ball is going to bounce and hold onto this wall. So you need to take a wider approach because the way the ball is playing, it's hugging this wall. There's no way for him to hit it towards like your net. It's going to have to go across the wall and back around. You want to position yourself between the goal and the net, or the ball and the goal. You want to be somewhere in between. So if your goal is behind you and the ball at best is going to hit around this way, you need to be over here so when he hits it, it goes to you as well. So ball's rolling down this way. The best way you can hit it is this way. So you need to go this way. So go wide because you're just going to get beat to this. Yeah. Like the decision's right and I like the aggression, but you need to take a slower approach and kind of keep your ground. You don't have to stop. Just make sure you're not boosting like crazy. Or just make sure if you are going to do that, you take the right path. Rotate with the play. So as you see this develop, it goes behind you. And you rotate back into the chaos. You want to create separation because it makes you more of a threat. So you want to rotate this way and go wide. That way when he comes across with the ball, he has someone to pass to. You're trying to give him an opportunity. This is your first in rotation. This is technically your second, your third. But as soon as this ball plays past and he's still following it, if you turn around, this player should now recognize like, oh crap, I'm the last one back. I need to support both these players. So he ends up moving into the positioning that you should have been in. The reason why it's such a difference is because every little second counts. And if you do that, it's just faster. Either way, he passes it across, nobody's there. Good decision to go for the aerial. Just there's no like emphasis into it. Like you slow down and feather a little bit. I don't know why. Played into corner. So part of this is just from I don't want to call it lazy. It's just the way that you're approaching this by watching. So if I go back in your perspective, ball plays out, you miss, it plays into the corner. Take the boost because you're going to need it. Take the boost and rotate around. As this ball hits out and goes here, now you're in a position that's closer to the wall, and you're creating that separation based upon your positioning to actually get behind the ball and play it out. Because the difficulty is if you play it, if you take a wider approach while this ball hits, I mean, you still have plenty of boost, honestly. If you boost over to here and jump, so if you diagonal jump and get boost, rotate around, this ball bounces off and comes out, you're now going to be over here, which allows you to clear it from behind and play it downfield rather than playing it into your own corner. The other scary thing about this is because you're not, like, you're waiting for this, which is weird because in the past you were super aggressive and you'd go for it and you'd be, you know, super reactive to using your boost. But now you haven't used any boost. You're slow and watching this. You're basically watching the play develop instead when you could be using it to rotate in your post and facing. So as this ball bounces out and comes across, you could be here as the post. If, say, a shot does come in, you can cover all this by going across, which is fine. So you're sitting and watching this develop, which you shouldn't. The other difficulty is look how soft this touches. Because you don't jump into the ball, you jump around it. So when you flick, or when the ball hits you, you can see your car rotates like this rather than like this. So you're not putting any power through the ball, you're just kind of scooping it and keeping it going on its same path. And the scary thing about this is there should be a defender who's all ready to attack this. You're lucky there's no one there. It ends up going into your corner. His shot's not powerful, so something that you're going to notice as you get in higher ranks, if you do, is you get punished for a lot more things. Soft touch, keep it close, good. Aerials just off again, yeah. A lot of your aerials just feel panicked, and like the way you connect with the ball is just off. So your car is driving this way, and you're on a lip. You're not on uneven ground, so when you jump, you're pushing off. You're not really pushing off an even surface, so you're not getting the height that you really want. And then when you jump, you again jump and roll weird rather than through the ball. You want to be jumping into it with the corner of your car to put power on it. So you just end up scooping it. Part of that's the spacing. Also, you're playing defense. After a bad clear, they now have possession. You're lucky that all 3 of their players are in this corner. But your thought process should be like, crap, it's still on our half of the field. I need to play defense. And instead, with your 36 boost, you completely remove yourself to the complete opposite side of the field, away from the entire play that could develop and result in a goal. You should be rotating around and watching this. So as you drive this way, you should be toggling ball cam on and off to see how the play develops, to know if, okay, I can either move upfield, go offensive, and make myself available for a pass. I can rotate back post and get that 100 boost if I need to, if I have time, or I need to immediately go and help out. I can get the small boost pads along the way and then help out that way. But vision is everything, and you don't look at it once while you do this. So that quick turn should have been longer, because I don't think you got anything out of this. Like, it's a good thing to do, but like, you see it, but as soon as you turn away, I have no idea if that play's still developing towards your net, because it's bouncing towards 2 defenders. Like, I have no idea what's going on here. So you turn again. It looks like you guys have offense. If that's the case, rotate this way. But before any of this develops, I want to be looking at this the whole way as I drive over here, so I can know if I need to go here, or I should say this. If you want to go here and move up, I have time so I can get this 100 boost and go back in, or if I need to cut it short and cover net. Because this is the dangerous part, is this entire half of the field is wide open for them to punish you guys. This 50 goes any wrong way, you guys are screwed. The reason why it's okay is if you have the vision to make that decision, which you guys win. So make sure you rotate the other way. That way you're upfield and ready for a play. Approach is slow, which is good. It's in midfield. You just bang it. Part of the reason why you have to hit it that hard is because you're out of position. Tips for this: stay back post. So, 3rd man in rotation. Technically second. This guy's kind of coming back on his own route. This player's gonna hit it and should get a pretty big clear. He doesn't. It's pretty weak. He doesn't hit it over to open space, and either he hits it down the middle. That's his biggest mistake. He needs to play it away from this guy who's waiting. So, play develops, ball hits out. You either need to keep your momentum and go through, and then this guy needs to cover net, or you need to stay at this back post, because you need to be able to cover all this information. Because it's super weak, you stop mid, and the best thing you can do in these scenarios is keep your momentum going, go up the backboard, and then jump off the backboard to make a save. It's going to be the easiest way to continue the path of which you're going, but realistically, this guy also messes up. I don't know why this guy challenges the ball that's already past him. He fucked up super hard. This person should be continuing to rotate back. I don't know why. Either way, the issue is you stop here and go back and forth. It's almost always faster. 1, you could either half flip, or 2, just make sure you carry your momentum and turn. It's always better for you. But like that hesitation, that subtle jerk, now you have no momentum going into this. And you don't dodge backwards once. Make sure you get boost pads. Nice. Save. Yep. You've gone from very aggressive in your decision making to kind of timid. Again, people try to... I don't know why people do this. So, after you hit this ball, you have the expectation of getting the boost. You don't recover and get the boost. So you have 55 before this starts. You boost the whole way and don't dodge once until you're out of boost. And I don't know why. If you're going to rotate back, you need to utilize your boost and your dodge at the same time. It's more conservative, or not conservative, but it conserves more boost and allows you to rotate faster in the first place. You should use your boost to get your speed going and then dodge and boost until your car is facing the opposite direction. So always think about how the fact that when your car is facing with your engine per se, or the way your thrust is going, is pushing behind you, that's when you should be boosting if you're dodging. So as soon as your car dodges, your car is facing backwards all the way through here until you get to this point where then your car is now facing with it behind, facing the opposite direction of which you're trying to go. And that's when you don't want to boost anymore. You can boost all the way through that jump until you get to the point where you're starting to flip and your car is facing the other way, or the back of it, and then you can keep going. So the difficulty I have with this is you use all 55 boosts roughly, and then you dodge. And you dodge and actually hit and scrape the ground. So the reason why this is such a big deal is you could have easily done that, dodged and taken boost. You could have possibly demoed somebody to open up opportunities while you're rotating back. Like, as you're rotating out, you need to look at what things can I do to benefit my team without throwing myself out of position. And one of the biggest things you can do is deny boost in the corner and demo one of their teammates. If they have 3 players and 2 of them have expended, or one of them's expended, or something's happened, and they need a guy who's coming back to be like, oh shit, I need to go help. If you remove that guy, you know how easy it makes it for your 2 teammates to come and put a shot on target? So as you're rotating out, dodge forward, use some boost. You don't have to use all of it. And then you need to be collecting these small boost pads. You don't have to rely on the hundreds every single time, because as you do this, you're so removed from the play that they now have all 3 players on the ball with possession. You've got this rotating out, and now it's a 1v3 on this guy. And yeah, maybe he challenges well and he goes and lands in the midfield, but you're still too far away to actually get to the ball. So if you collect the small boost pads, you can rotate half and support this and keep that pressure on the other team. Ideally, you want to make sure that the pressure always stays on their half of the field if you can. Anytime, rule of thumb, 35 and above boost, you don't really need to rotate for 100, because you used 55 from this corner to come get this. That's all you did. Goes over the top. Much better on the challenge. You got a teammate on your right. Just need to be spatially aware that he's there. So after this plays out, you see this guy coming into frame. If he looks like he's going aggressive, it's just something in ranked that I recommend. You're having to come across anyway, and you're a little bit lower on boost. Let him be aggressive for it. It's fine. Just support him. Either move downfield and give him something, kind of chill in the midfield. That way, if he goes and takes a pass, he can play midfield. But like, for you to both commit to this, just be the bigger person and just let him take it. But you guys both aggress on it, and then you back off. The sooner you make that decision, the better. You go for a bump. Doesn't work out. You don't get the good boost. You guys are going to get scored on. Like, you basically, this entire thing, you don't do anything useful. Like, you get a bump on a guy, but you completely take your eye off the play. We have no idea if you're going to win or lose that or not. Like, you're going for a bump that isn't a surefire thing because you have no idea, because you took your eyes off the picture, whether you're going to win that challenge or not. You just assumed. And to an extent, that's okay, but if you're not communicating with them, if you don't know who the heck you're playing, this is solo queue. I hate to break it to you. I don't trust my teammates. There's no reason I should. I got to earn it. So this ball plays into the corner. Dodging forward, collecting boost, fine. Collect these boost pads, but just rotate in a circle in this area. And if you rotate around and the ball still hasn't developed to you yet, at least you're now on your way back, and your teammate who's behind you can come in and help out. So you have your teammate over here that you're challenging with. He goes in, makes the first play. You get these boosts. You turn around. The guy behind both of you comes in, helps out. And now you come in behind him and you get the glory and you get the goal. Obviously, optimal circumstance. But you need to make sure you're paying attention to what is happening on the field. I talked about this in my last replay. Like, the 2 most major importances in Rocket League about, like, decision making. Do I have boost to make that decision, and how is the play developing? If you can't have boost, like if you don't have boost to get to the play or to go for the aerial or whatever, you're SOL. But more importantly, like, if you don't know what's going to happen because you take your eye off of it, how do you expect to make the right decision? So a lot of people, especially in lower ranks, have a very tough time of moving around the field and having the spatial awareness to go for things without directly looking at them. Like, it should become muscle memory for people to go for corner boost. You should be able to do that instinctively while keeping your eye on the ball. So as you go for this, which is great, the reason why you know to rotate to... I don't know why you rotated net there. This is a bad example. You fucked up again. You guys won kickoff. You guys just won kickoff. Ball's going over here. So why are you rotating back to net? You need to rotate upfield to support them. those small seconds between it takes to rotate and move up and just going up right away are the difference between getting a goal and not getting a goal in higher ranks. Being here earlier is going to allow you to get that opportunity if it plays out. So those little things make a huge difference. The important thing, though, is you have the information. You just have to make the right decision now. Lucky you guys get a goal. You just rotate this super wide. You just feel like hold and boost. I don't know, man. Because you hold boost, you're putting more thrust this way, which is forcing you to rotate even wider. If this ball is going past you, I don't know why you're boosting to turn all the way wide. Fuck. Kill the boost. Turn sharper. If you want to drift turn or whatever, let go of acceleration. Turn, hold your drift key, and boost. You're going to take a sharper cut and go back towards the ball faster. Drift turns are not easy for a lot of people because a lot of people like myself still play default controls, but getting used to doing those combinations of buttons makes a huge difference. And knowing when to accelerate with it, when not to accelerate, when to boost with it, when not to boost with it. Like, a lot of people recommend or people notice when I start playing how fast I can turn because I just brake and I drift turn. Braking and drift turning allows you to cut around the field so fast that people just don't realize how fast you can stop on a diamond turn. It's even faster when you use boost and you're allowed to actually keep your acceleration through it. So little things like that are huge, but you're removing yourself from the play by using your boost. What did I just do? I just completely switched my desktop somehow. I have no idea how I did that. Everything shifted over. It gave me like a second desktop. That's weird. Weird hotkeys, man. But you're removing yourself from the play to bring it across when you need to be going back to corner as quickly as possible. You need to, again, put yourself between the goal and the ball. The ball's going into corner. You need to put yourself over here in between those two things. Take a sharp turn, get the boost, play it up, take it out. So you get the boost, but for some reason, if you just slow down a little bit, this ball is so easy to read. It's just going to roll this way. So just slow down and then make an appropriate touch. Heck, you've got a guy challenging. Make him screw up. Take the ball high. Break check it. Force him to challenge you. Like, no matter what you do here, as long as you get this guy to bite on it or do something and you stop him, you've done your job as a player. You remove 1 for 1, clean slate. You're good. So you don't even need to go for the ball here. You can let the ball come to you. Grab the boost and just stop. Let the ball roll to you. He'll come in and challenge it because he's an eager little beaver. You'll create a 50 and you're fine. You create that 50, maybe it pinches out to your teammates. At least your teammates are there. Maybe it pinches up high. Doesn't matter. You got 2 teammates possibly rotating back to net. Maybe you win the 50 and now you can dribble it downfield because you have your 100 boost. I don't know, but we'll never find that out because you go above it. Cadence, what are you doing, buddy? I have no idea what you're doing. And then, Cadence, you frustrate me, sir. So you go into this on accident. Rule of thumb, after you make this mistake and you rotate around, rotate away from the play. The play is going to develop back this way. Rotate around it. You want to get and remove yourself from here as much as possible because any traffic in this area is just making it easier. Is just making it easier for the other team to punish the fact that you have 2 players in the same spot for no reason. So as soon as you come down, you have the 100 boost. There's nothing for you to gain from being in this spot at all. Rotate around and support him. Go back post. The only other thing I could think, maybe go up higher and cover backboard, just in case. Maybe he pinches this well and he goes out, and it bounces to this guy and he takes a shot. At least your backboard, you can drop down and make a save if you need to. Instead, you go into it, and then you have the reaction time of a sloth instead of going up and trying to clear it out. Again, same thing. Using all your boosts when you need to use both. I talk about this in every replay and it drives me insane. As you boost, forward dodge. For some reason, and I'm going to be making a long detailed video on this because it drives me absolutely mad. The number one thing I see players in Champ 2 and down do, some Champ 3 even, they feather their boost, and for some reason, as soon as they have boost, they forget that they can dodge. And I don't know why. I can maintain top speed with just dodges, never touching boost once. So why don't we use those concepts together so we can use minimal boost and then use the boost for things that we need to, like challenges, aerials, literally everything else other than moving across the field. If you're moving slow, use a little bit of boost to get your speed going, and then forward dodge. It takes 2 forward dodges with boost to get to top speed. So why we choose to not use any dodges and consume 40 boost, 38 to be exact, I do not know. Now, if you're collecting small boost pads along the way, fine, you do you. But like, it's a good habit to develop early because there's going to be times where you're getting boost denied and you still need that speed so you can go up for an aerial and you won't have the chance to get small boost pads. So learning to conserve it and learning to utilize your boost, this is something I see way too much in lower ranks, and it actually drives me mad. I do not know how this is a problem. Cheeky wave dash. Literally no need for it. It's just slowing you down. Again, you have speed going in and you're rotating back. Doing that wave dash doesn't benefit you in any way. Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, it's good to practice the mechanic. But a forward dodge accomplishes the exact same thing, and you don't have to wait for the boost or the acceleration that you get from the wave dash. So when you do this, trying to make a challenge, not there, turn around, you're boosting. So this is the acceleration that you're going to be getting from a wave dash, but because you have boost, you don't need to do it. From a standstill, that is the only time you should be using a wave dash on the ground here, unless you're like jumping off the wall and you're trying to conserve boost or whatever you're doing. But rule of thumb, wave dashes are used if you are at a complete standstill. You're not moving, you're completely halted, you have no boost, and you need to find a way to get some sort of speed quickly. Jump, wave dash, get the boost pad, dash again. Because the whole point of the wave dash is to cancel the animation of a forward dodge. So when you already have that momentum, just forward dodge. There's no need for this. Not gonna call you out on missing this. Mechanics are just something you'll get better at. That's when you should wave dash. Right here is when you should wave dash. So you make a mistake here, you miss the boost, you come up on the wall. Because you have no momentum here, you should drive a little bit, jump off, level out your car, wave dash, and then dash again. That alone will get you to top speed and put you here faster than you even want to be there. So you drive down slow, very, very slow. Then you wave dash. Wave dash off the wall. It gives you that free jump you're looking for. Play it across, play back mid. Nice, high, powerful hit. Unfortunately not there, gets red. And you guys get punished for it. So a lot of time left in this game. Teammate backs up. That's fine. It bounces. You're not going to get to that. Go for the demo. Good. Rotate away from the play. Good. You go back post. He makes a mistake. Good. Don't wait for your teammate on that one. You get boost. You rotate away from the play again. You guys have possession. If I'm you, I'm getting this boost and I'm seeing so as soon as I go on path of this boost, I'm turning ball cam back on so I can see what is this play going to do. So you do that, right? You do exactly what you're supposed to. But you rotate out. You rotate back, and I don't know why. You guys have offense here. You should be moving forward. Because even if you move forward, at least you're closer to the ball now, and you can change and go up and play it back mid. But because you are rotating back, you now have to rotate back around, then go up the wall before you get this. And you end up just making a mistake. You hit it with the backside of your car instead of the front, which plays it more to the side rather than down at the goal. Again, you rotate in too far. You want to stay back post. Take this wide approach. You want to be here. That way you can jump high in any direction to cover the entire net. You come across way too close. You're turning in to make a save, and you're already near post. So anything behind you is a goal. Should be a goal. Nope, good hustle from that guy. If you wanna do this, boost is great. Go for the demo. Always prioritize the demo on this one. You want to sustain offense as much as possible, and there's no easy way to do it than taking out the player altogether. Go for the demo, for sure. Got to get around it wider. So your touch here could be better, obviously. Use your boost in the nose down so you can recover faster. That's fine. Don't be afraid to take this extra boost that you have. Drive a little bit this way on this bounce. Go a little bit wider. And then jump into it and put power on the shot. You can definitely get that angle. That should be a goal for you. This should never be a goal. You are aggressing way too hard. You need to recognize the distance between you and the ball and how close this guy is. This guy's in perfect position to just hit the ball past you. You're third man back. Your job is to make sure this ball does not go past you. So for you to challenge so aggressively in all this space, you need to realize what this player can do based upon where the ball is in the time that you get there. So for you to completely challenge here, case in point is he's already up for the ball, ready to go for a hit, and you're still super far away. You're like a fifth of the field away from him. So if he makes this touch and it goes over and it's on target, that is a goal. Luckily, he makes a huge mistake and you get a goal for it. You still get that goal even if you approach a little bit more cautiously. Champ 1, everybody. Champ 1. What the fuck was this? Cheat up doesn't go your way. That's fine. You recognize that it's going over this way. This guy's going to get it. Cool. He's also going to get this boost. This is no longer an option. This is an option. This is a very ones-oriented thing that a lot of people don't realize. But by just being here, if you just drive along with this, it creates the anticipation of these two players that they think this guy has the opportunity to go for this. He could do something, which changes what they do. It causes them a little bit more hesitation. It is them respecting the fact that you are there. The other thing, too, is you could probably go across this way and aerial at the wall and pinch this. You may not be able to get up to it on the wall first, but just cut that angle off. They taught us this in math. Fucking XYZ bullshit, right? The hypotenuse or whatever. This way is faster than going this way and this way. Go direct. You could aerial and pinch this if you really wanted to. What you do after this is just perplexing. You miss all the boost pads. You don't get any of those. You look like you want to go back post. Can't go back post because there's a guy there. Or corner boost, not back post. So you can't go there. So then you turn around. And then you rotate here. Those small boost pads are your best bet, man. Cut your teammate off. It's fine. You want to play aggressive because there's only 15 seconds left. It's the boost. You deny theirs. It's good to secure mid boost. Rather you guys have it than them. But this is where you have a problem. Again, no idea if you guys are winning behind you guys. Not a clue. You remove yourself from the play, and then you rotate all the way back. You're creating separation from the play and leaving all this midfield open. You should be, with 61 boost, taking these and going back this way. These boost pads are going to give you plenty. But none of that matters. Nothing I'm telling you right now matters because I have no idea what's happening here. I don't know if you guys are winning it. I don't know if you guys are losing it. I don't know if you should go into the corner and deny boost. I don't know if you should go here. I just don't know, because I don't know what you're seeing. And that's the issue, is you need to give us that information. You turn, you guys are losing. You should have taken this route. Again, same situation. If I can draw this. You're deciding to go out and then back in. And not only that, you take this this corner and then you go to midfield. You don't even rush back to back post. You need to go here, rotate back as quickly as possible. Hell, on your rotation back, demo this guy. He's your biggest threat. Rotating back, again, back to what we said earlier. As you rotate back, collect these small boost pads. They'll give you plenty of boost, and you can remove one of their players. Say this ball bounces out and goes mid. Doesn't matter if this guy can't take a shot if he's not there. You guys win. You turn back in. That part's good. Plays it across. You play it underneath. You get a goal. Nice. Fakes you. It's fine. Plays it across. You guys go to OT. All right, let's see how you guys handle OT. Back and forth. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. No need to ever do this. So, player goes up. He cheats up. For you to go back and forth just means he had a really bad kickoff. Like, just because you're in the position right now doesn't mean it's the right move. The only reason it is panning out the way it is because he had such a bad kickoff. But the decision that you make here is normally the bad one. Like, you have two players committing to a kickoff. There's no reason a third should stay here as well. At all. Goes up, cheats up. You need to go and take his corner boost. Because he's going to hit the ball and then rotate this way and take this. He's probably going to either go here and move up if he has offense. But you should go corner. Always take the corner of the kickoff. Especially if you're third man back. For you to sit here and move back kills your momentum. If this is placed in any direction, you have no momentum going backwards to get those saves anyway. But you're committing two players to the same cheat. There's no point. You should go corner. The only reason it pays off for you is because his kickoff is so shit and it ends up going past and he screws up his cheat up too. You're in a position covering for two mistakes, which is wasteful. Luckily, it keeps you guys in the game, which is not an argument to be made. Gotta rotate out, man. Let your teammate go for that. Now you're just ball chasing. You were the first in rotation after this. You hit this out. You got boost. You're rotating out of the play now. You need to remove yourself out of the play. You've got two players here ready and in position to hit this harder and further downfield. Instead, you bump into him, and he hits it really light. You should have went up on that wall and gone for that too. You're facing the right way. You see this ball. He's going to play it across. It's either going to pinch and go out of your way and go to your teammate, or it's going to pinch this way, and you need to be in a position to break it. So that ball pinches up. You have plenty of boost. Go up and get it. So this ball plays across. Go up, meet it, hit it back in. Again, don't let it go past midfield. Soft touch keeps it in possession. You go high. You're too far away from it, though, to get the pop that you're looking for. Either way, right idea. Back post. Slow down. Let the play develop. It's good. The read on that's a little slow, but right decision. Could have been a little bit faster. And they get a big clear on you. So, a lot of things, man. Ball chasing when you panic. You rotate defensively all the time. And part of the reason, and the number one thing you need to work on is your vision. Knowing to keep your eye on the ball so you can make the right decision. If you can't see the play developing, I have no idea how you're going to put yourself in the right position to make a play in the first place. It's your biggest flaw. And then, again, shout out to every lower player. Please hear me. Just because you have boost doesn't mean you no longer need to dodge. I'm going to do this on KBM to show you the effectiveness of that wave dash I was talking to you about. You were in the midfield here, and you came up on the wall like this, and instead you came off the wall, jumped, and then you wave dashed. It's way more effective to just come off the wall, jump, wave dash, and then jump again. It's the same thing, just way faster. Yeah, that's going to do it for the replay, guys. Obviously a little bit harsher on Kadence because he told us to go in a little bit on him, but hopefully these things help you guys improve. If you guys like this stuff, twitch.tv/Lawler every Wednesday, even on Thursdays sometimes. We do replay analysis for our tier 3 subs. Come stop by. It doesn't cost you anything to watch and learn and ask questions. We answer stuff live in chat. But other than that, if you guys enjoy the content, as always, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and if you have any questions, comments down below, and I'll make sure to get to them. Peace.